Hello students, in the last video we have seen about bricks and its constituents, manufacturing, properties, classification and uses. In this video we will be seeing about stone as a construction material. Stone is a naturally available building material which has been used from the early age of civilization. It is available in the form of rocks which is then cut into required shape and dimension and then be used as a building block. Red Fort, Taj Mahal, and Vidhan Sabha at Bangalore, and several other places of medieval age all over India are the famous stone-based buildings. So here in this list you can able to see the types of rocks which are available: igneous rocks, sedimentary, and metamorphic, which you have already studied in your schooling's geography subject. So how the stones are being classified? Stones, understand here, the stones indicates rocks as well. So it's like exchangeable terms we can understand. Classification of stones. So stones used for civil engineering works may be classified in the following three ways: geological, physical, and chemical classifications. Before getting into that classification, one should understand why a civil engineer should know these classifications of stones or rocks, because when you see the uses or applications of stones, it has a variety of ranges. So for each and every type of application, a different requirement of stones will be there. So for choosing a proper and a right stone for the right purpose, we should know the properties and the classifications available in the stone. So the first classification, geological classification, it is actually based on the origin of formation. Stones are classified into three. So how the stones are originated naturally. So based on that formation, so we are having three different types. First one is igneous rocks. These rocks are formed by cooling and solidifying of the rock masses from their molten magmatic condition of the material of the earth. Generally, igneous rocks are strong and durable. We can have granite, trap, and basalt as examples for igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are generally developed from the frozen magma from the earth interior. So the second one is sedimentary rocks. As the name suggests, sedimentary rocks are formed because of continuous sediment formations of disintegrated rock materials on a place. So, due to weathering action of water, wind and frost, existing rocks disintegrates. Disintegrates in the sense it just gets physically collapsed. So that disintegrated material is carried by wind and water. Flowing water deposits its suspended materials at some points of obstacles to the flow. So wherever there is an obstacle, the carried stone particles are being deposited over again another and another over a long period of time. So such deposited layers of materials over a period of time get consolidated under pressure and heat. So then your sedimentary rocks get formed. So we can have sandstone, limestone, and mudstone as an example of sedimentary rocks. The third one is metamorphic rocks. Actually, metamorphic rocks is not formed separately as like your sedimentary rocks and igneous rocks. Metamorphic rocks are uh, the rocks which are already formed as either igneous or sedimentary and undergoes a very continuous changes in pressure and internal heat. Then a new characteristic rocks are formed because of that pressure and heat changes. So those newly modified igneous or sedimentary rocks are called as your metamorphic rocks. So we can have the changes, modification. Earlier it was granite, and then when it is subjected under pressure and temperature, it becomes a graises. Understand? The rocks what we are talking here is naturally available under the ground surface. Maybe it may available over the ground surface also, but Here, what we are seeing the metamorphic rocks. So that and all are available, which are under the existing under the ground surface, so that only it have been subjected under various changes of pressure and internal heat. So that you should understand. Then trap becomes schist and basalt become laterite. Limestone becomes marble. Understand marble, a very famous one. Everybody would know that from the list. That marble is not a naturally uh, formed version. It's a modified version of limestone. That one should understand. Then sandstone becomes quartzite and mudstone becomes slate. So that's for your geological formation based classification. Then physical based classification for the visual inspection, how the stone looks like, how it is being structurized. So based on that, the classification is that stratified rocks, unstratified rocks. So stratification means having a layer by layer formation in its structure. Automatically, you would have understand that sedimentary rocks only having that layered by layer formation. So that case it is called stratified rocks. These rocks are having layered structure. They possesses planes of stratification or cleavage. They can be easily get splitted along these planes. So we can have sandstone, limestone as an example for your stratified rocks. Unstratified rocks in the sense it will be having an uniformed structure. It will not have any layered formation like in stratified rocks. Those rocks are not stratified. They possess crystalline and compact grains uniformly throughout the structure of your rock. They cannot be split into thin slab. So it naturally it will be having a very strong and durable nature. So granite, trap, marble, we can call it as unstratified rocks. Understand, uh, these are all the ultimate types of rocks we are having: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Among them, physically how it appears, we are grouping into something, and chemically we are classifying what particular material is dominating the entire type of the rocks. So understand there is no more than these types of rocks, but still we are classifying for our easy understanding purpose. So physically how it looks, chemically what is the constituent, and how it is formed geologically, right? So stratified rocks are nothing but your sedimentary rocks, and unstratified rocks are can be igneous or else your metamorphic rocks. Then third one, chemical based classification. So what composition predominantly available in the mass of the rock? Based on that we are having the classification: siliceous rock, argillaceous rocks, and calcareous rocks. So siliceous rocks, main content of this rock is silica. Of course, they are hard and durable. Example is granite, trap, sandstone, etc. Argillaceous, argil in the sense the clay, right? So these stones are hard and durable, but they are brittle. Yes, the clay based rocks maybe look so hard and durable, but they are brittle in nature. Brittle in the sense without having a plasticity during failure, it will immediately get failed. For example, take two different material. One material is glass, another material is steel. Glass, if you put it from 1 meter height, it will get fallen and broke into pieces immediately. So that is called brittle nature. On the other hand, if you put steel under some tension force, you cannot immediately break the steel just like your glass. So it will have some plasticity during its failure zone, right? So that is called non-brittle or ductile based material. So what they are telling, argillaceous rocks are brittle based material. They cannot withstand shock. Yes, that is the condition here. So they cannot withstand shock loading. So slates and laterites can be told as an example for argillaceous rocks. Then calcareous rocks. So calcareous rocks in the sense calcium carbonate will be available in a predominantly. higher level. Limestone is a calcareous rock of sedimentary origin, while marble is a calcareous rock of metamorphic origin. So, right. So understand rocks are differently classified in these three types: geological formation, physical appearance, and chemical constituents.